Good day, Professor Songyong. This is student number 206-12336, and I'll be presenting the topic of computer-assisted language learning. I'll start by outlining the research question of this assignment. My research question to this assignment is, how does CORE impact or change language teaching during and after COVID-19? Next, I will provide a statement of the topic. In 2020, COVID-19 pandemic hit the world like a hurricane. Schools and educators were compelled to leave their comfort zone of traditional classroom and enter the previously unknown or unfamiliar domain of computer-assisted language learning, which is CORE for short. The sudden shift from face-to-face pedagogy to distance learning and teaching was troublesome for educators, especially those with no experience in online education. However, as a response, teachers utilized multiple existing tools to mediate the circumstances. No matter it is mobile-assisted language learning, MAL, or technology-enhanced language learning, TEL, it was designed to support language acquisition and help students press through during this unprecedented time in human history, which guarantees the continuity of schooling and pose alternative instruments for boosting participation. Although there are challenges like constraint effect for technology and swift upskilling, the potential issues like the digital divide and unequal access to technology, teachers withstand the crisis and many witness the positive results of CORE. After the pandemic, the influence of CORE still remains. Educators have not overlooked the bonuses of blended learning, which is the combination of digital media and conventional pedagogies. Usage of CORE is undoubtedly remain, which elevates the digital skills for students, especially those in developing countries. According to FAM's research on 263 Thailand university students about the effect of remote EAP, open-mindedness, autonomy, effectiveness of teaching, interactivity, and engagement both significantly improves after a semester of distance learning. An overall trend of which is positive views towards online education. Dos Santos and Velas Ruiz also suggests that applications like Class Dojo tremendously increase motivation. In the future, scaffolding for teachers to employ CORE is seen as critical to maintain the merits of CORE seen during the pandemic. Research about emerging strategies in the merits in pedagogical approaches for online and blended learning should be present. In conclusion, CORE during and after the pandemic has undeniably improved motivation, digital competence, and literacies, and broadened teachers' repertoire of educational approaches. Teachers should keep an open mind about the usage of CORE and be adaptive and flexible to survive the storms of post-pandemic era of education. Next, I will reveal some key names repeatedly occurring in my literature search. I will also include the research claims and their key takeaways. The first one is Bashir V. He defines CORE as a fashion that complements but does not take over conventional teaching pedagogy. It also shows that although the creative investigation of computer technology builds an interactive multimedia environment for English learning and pedagogy, most practices are formulaic, repetitive, and predictable. The second name is Dimasari E.P. et al. They construe on the benefits of online learning and CORE. And also they contend that online learning increases self-paced learning, efficient classes by using efficient classes, cooperative quizzes, and communicative virtual discourse. The third name is John K. He discusses the significance of digital techniques as alternative to the traditional face-to-face classrooms, incorporating digital techniques. It is deemed an essential skill for educators in the current atmosphere. Even though synchronous, he also suggests that even though synchronous online classes are regarded as a partial alternative to traditional face-to-face classrooms, incorporating digital techniques is deemed an essential skill for educators in the current atmosphere. Final name is FAMD. He shows the efficiency of remote EAP in developing countries such as Thailand and Vietnam. Next, I will review some key terms, their definition, and provide contextualized examples. The first one is CORE, Computer-Assisted Language Learning. It refers to the usage of technologies like computers to provide scaffolding in education and language learning. Instructors in my undergraduate universities Wenzhou University, WKU for short, predominantly used call during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. For example, my professor, Mr. Oliver Keels, uses an interactive quiz platform, Kahoot, to test his knowledge about his course in Introduction to International Relations. Also, UNNC utilizes SPSS to help us gain insight into quantitative research in Dr. Ricky Jeffrey's research method module. Second concept is called SAMC, Synchronous Computer-Mediated Communication. It alludes to the notion that concurrent communication assisted by technology enabling synchronous collaboration among users. For example, Zoom or Microsoft Teams for collaborative learning. WKU's live sessions during the COVID pandemic is also a form of this. Third concept is called asynchronous learning. It refers to a category of learning where learning materials and students' interaction with it happen at different times. For example, in 2020 spring, WKU adopts an online academic interactive platform called Blackboard, where students can participate in weekly discussion questions on a virtual forum by responding to the instructor and at least two other students. This is called DQ. DQ were graded by common quality. Next concept is called ICT, Information and Communication Technology. Technologies, it refers to technologies which enable individuals to communicate through media like the internet, mobile phones, and wireless networks. Microsoft Teams in Dr. Ricky Jeffrey's module would be an example of this. ICT's affordance means that the activities and merits of ICT in a distinct pedagogical circumstances. For example, WKU student usage of platform Blackboard would be ICT affordance. More, which is acquisition through mobile devices, making students' exposure to language learning ubiquitous. An example would be the mobile application Duolingo or 百词斩. TEL, according to technology-enhanced language learning. According to Fermarzi and Dayak, technology in TEL refers to the use of technology to intensify SLA developments and offer interactive and engaging language learning experiences. This is a similar concept to call, and I won't give an example. AI in education, the application of AI to generate customized experience of teaching and modify work, such as assessing scores and responses generation. An instance would be Dr. Songyong Li's seminars in topics in Applied Linguistics module. Virtual reality in education, immersive environments which mimics the authentic world, where students exercise language use in a simulated environment. An example would be VR Room in UNNC Library. Blended learning, a pedagogical approach which integrates virtual platforms with conventional teaching pedagogy. For example, in WKU, instructors might teach a lesson offline and assign DQs for students to post responses online. Game-based learning. It means incorporation of factors of game design to boost engagement and motivation. Kahoot would be an example, and there is also another professor called Dr. Jennifer McCord who uses gamification in class, and students can gain points to trade some bonuses in class, like skipping exam. Data-driven learning means an approach which utilizes language corpora and instrument of analysis to enhance educational practice. And automated feedback system means technology that provides automatic feedbacks to learners, typically used in grammar and writing modification. The apparent example is Grammarly. And that is the end of my presentation. Next, I will show you the reference section. Thank you for watching, and good luck with grading.